U.S. congressmen have forced a vote that could cut funding for the National Security Authority, NSA, and limit the scope of its vast surveillance activities. The vote, which could come as early as Wednesday in the House of Representatives, will be the first held on limiting NSA spying since Edward Snowden leaked documents detailing the agency's extensive secret surveillance program known as PRISM.
Want some coffee?
No, I don't want any coffee. I want to play with my dog.
Look, I'm not asking you to vote for it. I know you can't. Just release your people. Let them go the way they want.
Telecommunications Security and Privacy Act. Invasion of privacy is more like it. You read the Post? This bill is not the first step to the surveillance society. It is the surveillance society.
A lot of liberal hysteria.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to sit in Congress and pass a law that lets the government point a camera and a microphone at anything they damn well please. This conversation is over.
I beg of you, Phil, please don't. I've been there for you in the past, haven't I? There have been times, personal situations, when you needed my assistance and my confidence.
Are you blackmailing me, you ambitious shit?
I'm sorry. We can't find a common ground on this one, Congressman. You're a good man.
National Security Agency conducts worldwide surveillance, fax, phones, satellite communication. Why are they after me? I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Something that interested me in this piece was actually giving a fresh eye to the surveillance world today. As I do in all my movies, we go back and we find the real guys, and those real guys are tech advisors. We found two James Bonds, but they don't look like James Bonds, Marty and Steve. They look like plumbers or caretakers. And they're the oddest, sweetest, strangest guys. And they were great inspiration for ideas for Gene's character.
We both went through the script and made a million notes where electronics could make it more interesting. And then it was just rewritten with that in, and I'd do the same thing again and over and over and over, and closer until you got the shooting script. The surveillance devices that you saw Hackman install there are real. They're 100% real. And in fact, some of the footage in the movie actually flowed through the surveillance electronics.
I think people are going to watch it and go, wow, they really have that?
And their resources are phenomenal, and they are capable of listening to just about every kind of communication. And you can just imagine the power that these guys could wield if, in fact, they could monitor U.S. citizens. The power that these guys could wield.
Usually there's a check and balance in these organizations.
What are you talking about exactly?
I'm talking about all digital communications there's a way to look at digital communications in the past. I can tell you that no digital communication is secure.
A legal wiretap requires a court order. It's generically called a Title III order or T3 order. In 1 year, there's only a little over 1,000 court orders issued. There's single companies in this industry that sell over 1,000 wiretap devices a year. Some of these devices are manufactured 20,000 and 50,000 at a time. What's that tell you?
NSA collects everything. NSA collects word for word content of every phone call communication, of every email, of everything.
And somebody gets in there who's really not responsible, and they can do some pretty bad things.
that gray area that Ollie North was in, for instance, where he was able to do things in the name of the national interest without being challenged.
Thank God this guy is not the norm in the NSA. He's a very, very rare bird. But he's real, too. These characters exist.
Can you also assure Americans that the government, your government, doesn't have some massive secret database of all their personal online information and activities?
Yeah, they are not looking at people's names, and they're not looking at content.
NSA collects word for word content of every phone call communication, of every email.
And they're not looking at content.
Information is power. Information is control. The more information you have on the more people, the more power you have, the more control you have over the people.
Allen told us he thought long and hard about leaving his post in Afghanistan last November when an investigation was launched into an exchange of emails he had with Florida socialite Jill Kelly. Emails discovered in the midst of the scandal involving David Petraeus.
The thing is with movies, anything that you see in a movie, you have to believe that we're 10, 15 years behind what they actually have.
This is Dabu 7, July 24, 2013. And this document here is just hours old, and it shows you the list of traitors who have sold out the American people and have voted to fund or to keep funding the NSA and its spy network and its huge database, all these different programs connected with it, checking your emails, phone numbers.
Are you blackmailing me?
We had a chance at shutting all of that down.
Which would end the authority for the blanket collection of records under the Patriot Act.
And the nays are 217. The amendment is not adopted.
The only privacy that we truly have is what we keep inside of our minds.
And it's